Hello everybody, Dan Andrews from sonsofsuicide.com. I'm doing an update video on the adiPower weightlifting shoes. I did a review on them a year ago, and someone asked me for a little update, see how they've held up over the long term in terms of use and abuse. And here they are. Here's one of them anyway. You can see it looks basically exactly the same as it did in the first video. The tongue, the soles are still fully intact. There's been no peeling in that front. The metatarsal strap still held up really well. It's in nearly perfect condition. There's a few scuffs barely on it. These grooves here do tend to collect like dirt and dust and chalk. If I wanted to, I could get a little Q-tip, clean those out if I was really anal about it, but it doesn't bother me. The one thing that did occur, just as I kind of predicted in that last video, is that the tongue did fray. You can see there are some threads coming loose on it. It's very minor. It's like so minor that I can't even really show you in the video. You kind of just have to take my word for it that a few threads are coming loose, and the tip of the tongue is getting worn a little bit from just pulling on it and sliding your foot in. It's minor, and for a year, I'd say it's stood up pretty damn well. I mean, so 2 or 3 years, it'll probably get worse. I mean, I think you could very easily get a solid 3 years out of these. If you get lucky and you take real good care of them, I think you're looking at upwards of 5 years. That's kind of my general feeling, and I think that's the only thing that's going to break down with these shoes, is I think this ton will continue to wear, and that's not the end of the world. It's really not that big of a deal, but that's the only concern construction-wise. The heel's still solid, the neoprene soles are still 100%, the laces are still 100%, you can see. They're not frayed at all. At least they got the little plastic thing on them. So that's really it. I'm not going to make this too long. They're in basically perfect condition, except for the very slight fraying and some of the threads coming a little bit loose on the tongue, just as I kind of thought it might. I put them through their paces. I was doing back squats, a lot of squatting, deadlifting, shoulder pressing, overhead squatting, clean and jerking, split jerks, all that stuff. And that's kind of what I was doing with them. I was doing that 3 to 4 times a week for between an hour and 3 hours every session. I even did a little bit of like warming up, like jumping jacks, and because I was taking this college course where we did a little bit of weightlifting in them. So, I mean, that's kind of what I was putting them through for the last year consistently, 3 to 4 times a week, multiple hours of use and abuse. So, and I was doing every lift you possibly could imagine at certain points, kind of depending on my programming and training at the time. So thanks, guys. That other video's got a lot of attention. It's my most viewed video. It's got like 8,000 views, so I really appreciate that. I'm glad some people are finding value in that. If you like my reviews, I just put out a book in December. It's called Sons of Suicide. It's a memoir of my life. So if you like my reviews, you might like my book. So go ahead and check that out. I'll put a link in the description. But let me know how yours are holding up. If you got yours right when they came out like I did, you can post your comments and experiences of how your shoes are doing. I didn't bake my shoes. You could bake them to mold them to fit your feet. I didn't do that. But otherwise, an amazing shoe. I'm still really happy with it. Can't wait to see what Adidas puts out in the future, but these are just fine with me. And maybe when, I recommend you guys as well, when these start to close out, when they start trying to phase in the new pair of weightlifting shoes that they come out with, and these should get a little bit cheaper. If you see a big price drop in these, I'd probably pick up an extra pair for if this ever happens to wear out and you want a new pair. So just have a backup, because I really like these a lot. So thanks, guys. Dan Andrews here, author of Sons of Suicide. Hope you liked the shoe review, and they're holding up great. See you guys. Peace.